My parents had me very young. They met in college and had me while still students. During their classes, I mostly stayed with my grandparents, who lived nearby. Their college wasn't far, so the family remained close. When this happened, I was a few years old. My parents, still young, enjoyed occasional nights out with friends. They frequented a particular bar. One night, a drunk man there groped my mother and ignored her protests. My father intervened and stopped him. Things seemed calm until half an hour later. In the loud, crowded, dimly lit bar, someone smashed an empty glass pitcher into my father's face. He collapsed, bleeding profusely. In the chaos, no one saw who did it. My dad was hospitalized with a broken nose and a severe concussion. The alcohol and head injury left his memory fuzzy, and he couldn't identify his attacker. They suspected the man who harassed my mom, but they didn't know him, hadn't seen him beforehand, and had no evidence. They pressed charges against an unknown assailant, but the case went nowhere. Days later, the same man approached my mother on campus. It turned out he attended the same college. He made veiled comments, leaving little doubt that he was the one who attacked my dad. He told my mom that my father should mind his manners next time, that his groping didn't hurt anyone, and that if he wanted to do it again or worse, he would. Then he walked away. My mother was horrified. She told my grandparents and my father's parents, but there was nothing anyone could do. It was a he said, she said situation, and she didn't even know his name. My mother cried constantly, afraid to go to class or go out alone. My father was furious and humiliated. I was just a little kid, but I remember my dad in the hospital, his broken nose, and my mom's tears. The family was stuck, treading on eggshells. Then, my uncle entered the picture. My mother's brother, a private investigator, lived across the country. He was the last to hear the full story, but the moment he learned someone had threatened his little sister, he came home. After hearing everything, he knew getting the guy for harassment, assault, or threats would be nearly impossible without evidence. My uncle had my mom point the man out from a distance on campus. It took a few days, but once he found him, my uncle began to stalk him. He used all his sick days and vacation time, dedicating every moment to uncovering everything about this man. He even befriended him in another bar, becoming his drinking buddy. Over several weeks, my uncle uncovered a list of crimes: drug possession, consumption, distribution, theft, and other misdemeanors. He could have sent him to prison for those, but my uncle always said if he put this asshole away, it would be for molesting my mom and hurting my dad. And that's exactly what he did. One night, while out drinking, my uncle got the man recklessly drunk and brought him back to his motel room. There, he got him to incriminate himself on video, boasting about his illegal activities. My uncle had pretended to be a crook himself. Among the stories, the man proudly recounted groping a chick and braining her dude with a beer pitcher. Here's a key point. In my country, secret audio recording is illegal and often inadmissible in court, but the laws are different for video, especially when recorded by a private citizen. My uncle, as a PI, knew this. The next day, my uncle turned himself and all the evidence over to the police. Secretly filming someone was still a crime, but the video was admissible as evidence since he wasn't affiliated with any government agency. After the criminal and civil trials, the man received 6 years in prison and was ordered to pay damages to my parents. My uncle was fined the equivalent of $2,000 for the secret recording. He always said it was money well spent.